Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Aries. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this is another reading for the beginning of June with the Strawberry Moon, and that's June 1st through the 4th, 2023, but do know the energy is timeless, and so anytime that you're seeing this, if the message resonates, if the title resonates at all, then there could be messages there for you. Don't try to force anything or make it fit, but do understand that energies can be crisscrossed, flip-flopped, and or reversed, and that everybody encompasses both masculine and feminine energies within them, so it's a matter of balance. So this week, as we go into June, on June 1st, it's a Thursday. You probably will be seeing this reading at the earliest on that day. So it's water energy, Scorpio. It's the moon is in Scorpio. Great time to find motivation, harness personal power, take control, rid what no longer serves you. Also a great time to speak up, especially about things that you haven't normally been brave enough to talk about. And then also a good time to pursue your passions. Then on Saturday, June 3rd, that is when the moon moves into Sagittarius, and it's a full moon in Sagittarius, which is fire sign energy, much like you, Aries. And this is great for long-term planning, thinking big, like vacations and stuff, and then also speaking your truth. Then with the full moon, that energy provides clarity and energy. It's an excellent time to cast spells, things like making moon water, cleansing your crystals and your tarot cards, taking ritual baths, and also a great time to sing, dance, and perform chants, okay? Then because it's the strawberry moon, that's what the full moon in June is called, is the strawberry moon. So at the end of 2022, I did a spread called the 13 Moons of 2023, and these were the 3 cards that I pulled for that reading. And you can go back and look at it. It's time-stamped, so you can jump ahead about everything that I said. But the first card that I pulled was the 9 of Cups, 9 of Water, and that stands for peach. This card represents celebrating the pleasures of life. And when you get those deepest wishes and when they come true, it talks about also giving gratitude. Peaches, this timing right now, the June-July time frame, is harvest time for peaches, I believe, in like Georgia, Georgia peaches. I used to live there. But it's a happy harvest time. It's bountiful. They're juicy and they're delicious and they're sweet. And yeah, when you eat them, it's like you're giving gratitude because it's just so good, right? But also, adversely with the 9 of Cups, there is a dark side to getting everything that you want, your wishes desired and fulfilled, and that's smugness and greediness, right? And so if that's the kind of energy you're putting out there, that's also the kind of energy that you'll get back. So just beware. Something could be significant about the 9th of the month, or it could be a lucky number for you, or you could be born on the 9th. So take it as it resonates. The second card that I pulled was number 24, Magical Powers. This is with the Magical Spell Cards deck. I weave and clear, I cast and know. Magic secrets to me now show. So I weave and clear. It's like you're weaving magic. You're weaving your way in and out of things. And clear. You're clearing stagnant energy, okay? You cast spells, manifestations, things that you want. And then you trust in the universe enough to know, or you know yourself that what you can, and I don't want to say can't, but it's like what you're able to obtain and what you might need to work on harder, right? Magic secrets to me now show. This is you manifesting your deepest wishes and desires. That's what the 9 of Water is all about, is getting your wishes fulfilled. And then also there's a picture of a phoenix on the card. And this is rising from the ashes. And so this very fiery energy, fire sign energy for sure. But, you could have been like dealing with some heaviness from the past, getting through some turbulent times. There just could have been some chaos that you're working yourself through, and you're starting to emerge now. Clarification. You're starting to emerge now like a phoenix, magical phoenix out of the flames. Now, the third card that I pulled was the crystal message cards. This is the leopard skin jasper. This is what it looks like. It's gorgeous. I don't know if you can really focus on that, but that's what it is. It's actually the color of peach. There's a lot of peach in here. Peach, tan, black, gray. bunch of different colors. It's really pretty. So this card talks about silence, but using silence as strength, not as a weapon, not as like ghosting somebody or not as secrets, but as strength. Working on goals quietly, keeping it sacred by keeping it secret just for now. It's secret to yourself, not secrets against anybody, right? There's a difference. So there's a mantra or affirmation. I am quiet, I am humble, I don't need the approval of others to validate my efforts and my worth. In witchcraft, they talk about, like keeping your spells and keeping your manifestations to yourself, because the moment you start speaking about it is the moment that it loses power. So just keep that in mind. All right. The song that came on shuffle for you when I was getting your cards ready, Aries. Oh, and by the way, this is Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I think I said that already. I'm not sure. It was Hypnotic. It's called Hypnotic by Zella Day. And it says, talking like a headstrong mama, got a picture in your wallet, making me a habit, wearing your vintage shirt, telling me I'm all that, just like the girls from your hometown. Magnetic, everything about you, you really got me now. You do it to me so well. Hypnotic, taking over me, making me feel so well. Making me feel like someone else. I don't want to come back down. I don't want to ever touch the ground. Hypnotic, taking over me. So this is like being swept off your feet, right? You may have met somebody, whether you're male or female, because energies can be crisscrossed, can flip-flop. But it's somebody that's making you feel, like a whole new person, like a completely different person. You feel like hypnotized, by this person's magnetism. I will say the Supermoon magnetism card, attraction card, has been coming out a lot lately. Is it in this deck? I think so, in this deck. And so I would not be surprised if it comes out just based on that song alone. But clarification. All right, so what do we have for Aries for their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity, please? What do we have for Aries? Yeah, you just may have met somebody that's like hypnotizing, and you don't want to go back, right? Ooh, okay. Underneath the deck, we've got discernment, and this makes sense. If you've met somebody who's the hypnotizing and magnetic, it's like you need to use discernment and make sure that you're making the best decisions, that you're trusting your gut, okay? 10s are endings, but they're also beginnings, because 1 + 0 = 1, and that's the beginning of a new cycle. Top of the deck, okay. So yeah, I just want to see something, just for shits and giggles. Okay. I was just seeing if the attraction card was anywhere near, but it's not. So that's good. Okay, so this is number 13. 13 could be significant. It could be somebody's birthday, lucky number, an age. 1 + 3 is 4. 4 is about stability, home, structure, foundation, office, building, anything like that. But will, this talks about, okay, so I'll actually read this so I can explain it better, obviously, according to the book. But, when you have a strong will, it means that you have strong determination, persistence in getting something done. And some people take it as like stubbornness or obstinance, but it's really just being strong in nature, right? Keeping going. But Spirit is warning that, to use discernment, because there's some people that are so strong-willed that it becomes stubborn, right? And when you use discernment, that gives you better judgment, better intuition on whether or not you're being too much, okay? Or maybe you need to be a little more. What do we have for will? Decisions require action. You are in control of your own decisions in life, no one else's. Passion and will determine a great proportion of your success. You will persist. You possess free will, which means that you should focus on yourself first and avoid placing your will over another's. I have the will to make the changes I need. Will feels like a very old-fashioned concept. In a modern world where it seems like everything is geared up to be as easy as possible, or there's always someone else to blame, the idea of placing our personal will persistently into something else seems quaint. When we decide that we are going to change something in our lives, let's say a particularly negative pattern or bad habit, breaking the old way we do things can be difficult. The change requires a concentration of our will. We may want the change, but it is our will that insists that we stay on the path to that change. To be willful means that we have the power of control over our own actions, and that will fires up the persistence we need to get what we want. So to use our will productively, we should assess what we really want and make sure that this is what we want to reach for. The companion stone or metal is hematite, which is this right here. This helps ground and balance and, helps you with your free will. If not, we have attracted someone new and better for us. Either way, win-win. Okay, there's an example here. I just want to throw it out here. So, for example, instead of casting a spell to get back our ex-boyfriend who doesn't want us by influencing his will to love us again, we more ethically cast upon ourselves for our ideal partner. This way, we don't interfere with his free will, and if the ex is our ideal partner, he will return to us freely. If not, we have attracted someone new and better for us. Either way, win-win. So I say this all the time. Anybody that's practicing spell work or magic, anytime you first off, I don't do love spells. It's not worth it. You don't do it because it messes with people's free will. And the moment that you mess with another person's free will is the moment that it comes back to you, and that's called karma. So what you want to do, especially when it's in regards to love, if you're looking for that, or being like if you want to find a partner, right, cast a spell that helps bring in your divine partner, okay, without it being specifically who, because that way you're not infringing on anybody's specific free will. Just know that if you are doing the right things, the correct things, putting out, the positive energy and the right kind of vibes, that is going to come back to you tenfold. That's what you need to put out. So take it as it resonates. Use discernment in this. That's what this is talking about. All right, so let's get into this. For Aries, like if you meet somebody and they make you feel hypnotic, like don't try to do anything sneaky or manipulative to keep them with you or keep them around you. If they want to be, they will. Okay? It'll happen naturally, and you will feel hypnotized once you're truly captured or enamored. Aries, please, for their higher peace, power, protection, and prosperity. Underneath the deck, the energy going into the spread is the Nine of Pentacles. This is your independent woman. She, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot, is a woman. She's lavishly dressed. She's surrounded in a beautiful, luscious garden that she, created, that she planted and was taking care of and watering and cultivating the entire time on her own. Okay? Peacocks could be significant because it's showing here. But she's independent. She's independently wealthy. She takes care of things on her own. She doesn't need a whole lot of help. Not saying she won't take help, but she doesn't need it. All right, what do we have for Aries? Aries, 3 cards for Aries, please. Okay, we have the King of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. What else? One more. Okay. Okay, underneath the deck, we've got the 9 of Swords. This is fear, anxiety, sleepless nights. Okay. So So yeah, it's fear, anxiety, sleepless nights, stress, nightmares. It could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You or another person could have that in their chart. And it's underlying energy or what you don't see coming. I feel like it's more underlying energy right now. First card out is the King of Cups. In the past, recent past, you could be dealing with a masculine water sign energy that's Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. This could be you. You could have this in your chart. If you're female, it's your masculine side, or you could be dealing with a masculine themselves, and like I said, vice versa. I really do feel like you're like dealing with the masculine water sign, though. Then we have the Three of Pentacles. This talks about partnership, so you could be doing some kind of deal with them regarding money matters, right? That's what Pentacles are all about, finance. Finance, money, Pentacles, coins. So there could be some kind of partnership, some kind of deal that was made. That's what you're dealing with right now, trying to work out a deal, and it's having to do with something from the past. You might be trying to figure out how to create some kind of agreement or some kind of a partnership with somebody from the past. Now, staffs are fire sign energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, so that could be your energy, it could be somebody else, it could be another Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but it's somebody that you've... Okay, so my Two of Staffs card, it's somebody from your past, right? It's looking back on the past, but it's also a card that tells me that there were lessons that were learned from something that happened in the past, and this serves as a lesson for you now, like to use into the future, okay? Now, whether or not you're actually using that as a lesson for the future, because there's stress, there's anxiety, there's nightmares and sleepless nights. I feel like what was done, I just heard what was done in the dark, but what was done in the past may be causing you some anxiety because it may not have been good. You may be trying to like correct something from the past, or dare I say even hide something from the past. I feel like some sneaky energy here, to be honest. I'm not saying it's yours. I'm just saying I feel that there's some, and it could have had to do something around finance, because I keep looking at that Three of Pentacles. Somebody needs to use better discernment. Also not saying that it's you, but it could be. Okay, what do we have for Aries, please, to clarify? Man, King of Cups again underneath the deck. So you're definitely dealing with a masculine water sign. So he's somebody who's highly emotional, right? Clarification. This is somebody who, I'm not saying that they don't rule with, facts, logic, wisdom, that kind of energy, right? But I am saying that he is more prone to making decisions based off of his feelings versus his facts, okay? So he could be quick to make decisions without thinking it through completely, and I feel like this is just doubling down that energy. Or you could be dealing with a separate King of Cups energy. I'm not saying it has to be a man. It could be a woman like in their masculine, but it could be another water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Doesn't have to be. I just totally, oh my gosh. It's okay. There's a reason I did that. Okay. What do we have to clarify the King of Cups? Four of Coins. Somebody's holding back. There's a King of Cups in the past that decided to hold back on something, and it looks like money. He was hoarding money, saving money. I don't think it's saving. I keep on hiding money. Because you see this skull, and there's like a pentacle inside of it. There's a King of Cups hiding money from someone, something. What's the Three of Pentacles? Death. Scorpio. Sign of Scorpio. This is also, it's the death card. This could be the death of a partnership. This could be like the death of, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This also means transformation. So it could be transformation of a partnership, transformation of a relationship between 3 different people, or something in regards to like partnership, money, business, that kind of stuff. Also with a Scorpio. Could be a Scorpio. Business dealings with a Scorpio, something like that. Could have been money hidden from a Scorpio. Okay, 2 cards. This, I swear, man, that card has been popping out so much. Ooh, okay. Interesting. So, we've got the Knight of Swords. Swords are about spying. Somebody's spying. Either you're spying on someone else or someone is spying on you. I feel like it's more your energy here. And then the card that's been popping up a whole bunch lately is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is like a leader, also very religious. They're all about rules, tradition. Now, this also could be like a higher authority, like a judge or a ruler or even a lawyer, but it's usually more like a judge, right? Somebody's making a decision on something. Somebody is watching this situation about something that happened in the past. Whether you know it or not, you have somebody watching you and making judgment on something that was done in the past. I feel like it's to a Scorpio, or it's in regards to a transformation in something that was done in some kind of partnership regarding money that was hidden. Wow, that came out fast. Underneath the deck is the Empress. That's Libra Taurus energy. You could be dealing with an Empress. The Empress is usually somebody who's extremely balanced. Well, like she's the queen of all queens, so she has all the elements like in her chart, or she's very grounded and stable. Usually depicted as pregnant. It doesn't mean that she's actually pregnant. There could be a baby involved or a child, because she could be a mother, right? But it's usually talking about she's good at creation. So that could be on projects or businesses and things like that, right? She's good at creating money and relationships and connections. So, but I feel like there's huge anxiety, your sleepless nights over what was done to this Empress energy. Ooh. And yeah, and you've got somebody ruling judgment. I feel like that message is coming in fast, because not only is the Knight of Swords about spies, but swords are about communication, and communication is like verbal, text messages, emails. You might be getting a message coming in about a judgment that's being made over this situation, and it's going to cause stress and anxiety. Take it as it resonates. Use discernment. It's going to test your will. That's what I'm feeling now. It will be testing your will. Something could be happening on the 10th. I'm getting 9th, the 6th, the 9th, the 10th, and the 13th are all very big dates. 6th, 9th, 10th, and 13th. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Cards are not wanting to cooperate right now. One more. Aries, please. When I shuffled your cards earlier, Aries was on the bottom of the deck. Whoo, okay. Underneath the deck, we've got number 42. Somebody could be 42 years old or approaching their 42nd year. This number's come up a lot. 4 plus 2 is 6, so there's the number 6 again. Something could be happening on the 6th. South Node, life's debts. This talks about karma. That's exactly what this is. So anything that you've done wrong or in the past, it's coming back. it's like you will repay those debts. If you've taken anything from anybody, if you have kept something, held something back from someone, that's going to come back to you tenfold. And I think somebody's worried about that. That's the energy that I'm getting. Wow. So this card just came up with the Leo card. It kind of, sort of means the same thing. But it's number 50, Saturn return age. Now it's interesting that this card is marked number 50 because it actually deals with, like, the first Saturn return is around 29 years old. The second one is when you're about 60. So you could be dealing with somebody who's around 60 years old, give or take a couple years. Like an older energy. But I'm hearing what comes around goes around. Okay, so you could be dealing with somebody who's around the age of 60 or somewhere in there, and somebody who's around the age of 42. Take it as it resonates. Okay, Saturn return age. They always say time changes things, but do you actually change them yourself? Andy Warhol. So, Saturn as the Lord of Karma shatters all illusions. That's what this is right here. Karma. It takes approximately 29 years for Saturn to orbit the sun, so the first Saturn return happens around the age of 29. It's where childish things must be put away. There's no more getting ready to live your life. It's time to live it and be responsible for your own dreams, goals, and affairs. If you hold on to things with no basis in reality, your suffering will grow and depression may follow. The second Saturn return occurs around age 60, when you become aware of your own morality. You also may become more keenly aware that you not have enough time left to achieve your goals. Often there's a paring away of what is not essential, but for those who have not acted wisely, this will be a difficult transition. So basically, it's like, if you haven't acted wisely with discernment about things in your life, if you are too carefree, if you don't pay attention to your responsibilities, if you don't care about feelings of other people, by the time you get to about this age or right around there, it is going to come back and bite you in the butt big time. That's karma. So Saturn, clarification. Saturn returns tend to bring on rough passages, but also a harvest. You're now at a time when you understand things better than you did a year ago. It's time to be brave and to face this important passage. There's no quick fixes when this card comes up. Know that what you can and cannot do. Take life in a measured way, much like this planet of time already does. Let go of your illusions, for they do not serve you. You're down to the brass tacks now. Time to see what you're made of. This card just came up for Leo, too, so you could be dealing with a Leo as well. They got the same card, same placement, I believe. Now, what's interesting is, so Saturn return is about karma, but that is exactly what South Node is about, too. So you've got karma coming in. You or somebody that you're dealing with, and it could be that King of Cups, because that was double clarified as well. Or that could be you. Just take it as it resonates. Somebody's worried. Let me just peek at 42. Oh, also Saturn return. It's the card of, oh, I said it earlier, judgment. I think this Hierophant is like a judge. There could be judgment being made. Key idea is difficulty, paying your dues, moving to the next level, putting the past behind you, and correction. So 44 is the solar eclipse revolution. No, I'm sorry. That's 44. I need to go to 42. Yep, 42. 10 of Swords, life's debts. It's over. It's like endings, the closing of doors, also beginnings, because 10s equal, 10s are 1 plus 0 is 1, and it's the beginning of something new. But a shocking loss, but then a fresh start. So there could be a judgment coming in, and somebody loses something shocking, but then it's over. It's like pulling off a Band-Aid. Rip, and then it's done, right? So South Node represents a karmic point in our charts where certain matters must be discharged or cast off in order to develop and move on towards greater things. The lunar South Node is also called the dragon's tail, and this is where most past karma lies in the astrological chart. So South Node is all about being prepared for what comes next, and this means being experienced. There's no winging it at this time, or your plans may truly sink. Sometimes when the South Node is activated, it'll take several tries to get what you're after. You could receive an unexpected rejection, one you weren't looking for. You could even be asked to do extra tasks while working longer hours. The good news is, even though things are a bit tough at the current moment, it is still an advantageous time. You could be ready to hook up with people in your soul tribe. You're setting down a foundation for your future marvelous life. So I heard growing pains. Like, you have to deal with this. There's no way around it. There's no way to hide from it. It's going to happen to you. It's almost like Mercury retrograde, but it's nothing that you can even, you just can't hide from it. And but once it's over, it's over, and then that's where the lessons become the blessings, and you move forward, and you don't have to deal with it ever again. So that's the silver lining to all of this. So take it as it resonates. Yeah, take it as it resonates. Like, it's not, I can't say, it may feel bad to you, and it depends on, like, who's really taking the brunt of this matter. Is it this King of Cups that you've been dealing with, or is it you? I think it affects you as well. But there's definitely transformation in the situation. And once it's done, it's done. So that's what I have for you, Aries. If this gave you clarity, insight, or answers, please make sure you drop a comment in the comments below. Also, I can't remember if I shouted out Whack It Grinders or not, but want to make a mad shout out for Whack It Grinders. I've got all of their information in the description below. Go check them out. They're my favorite grinder company in the world. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified of my upcoming content as it appears. And I really do appreciate your time and energy spent, watching this. And I look forward to reading for you again. So as you know, it's Together We Grow. I will see you on the flip side, Aries. Have a great week. Peace.